page 122.
Nature knows no color
This
line.
is a black scholar too. This is J.A. Rogers. Nature Knows No Color Line. We've referred to this book quite a few times.
Page 122.
You have this book? It's a good book. Go to page 122 and go to the highlighted version.
All right. Already said
Yeah.
Jews. Paragraph 5. As was already said, that the ancient Jews who left Egypt must have been quite Negroid.
There it is.
Different book,
The
different time,
Negro.
different author.
Different book, different time, different author. Also, this brother here tells you that the Negroes were Jews that was in Egypt. The other guy just said that the Negroes were in Egypt. He didn't say what they did. He said they were slaves in Egypt. He never said they were Israelites. See, they won't tell you. Yeah, he left it very vague. So this brother here tells you that the Negroes in Egypt were Jews. Come on.
After mating with Egyptians and Ethiopians for centuries, they were proud.
Now he's doing this. Bringing more confusion, right? Come on.
They were probably even originally Negroid.
See that? Come on.
Abraham, according to the Bible, came from Ur of the Chaldees. Chaldea was the seat of the Sumerian civilization, which was long considered to be white Aryan. But it was Negroid, says.
But it was Negroid, not white Aryan.
Right.
But if you see the so-called white man, they'll tell you that all the Egyptians was what? White. Right? Go ahead.
A precept that's going along with that.
Go ahead. Bring it up.
The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 1. It says, "This is the third time I am coming to you."
I was going to go there.
Sorry about that.
Bring it up. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It says, "In the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses shall every word be established."
Right. So that's why we're getting witnesses.
2 or 3 witnesses.
They're bringing out all these witnesses.
Right.
That's why I said the Most High is going to condemn these witnesses. He's going to condemn these witnesses. Because they tell it on each other. They put, guess what? They put the footnotes and they put all their resources in here and they tell it on the other people who did.
You see the man the other day.
That's destruction. The Most High is bringing. That's the reason why he. That's the reason why he let them do that.
They had a bust. I probably see it of Cleopatra, and she was like white as I don't, you know. Did you see
Cleopatra was a Edomite. Well, she actually was a Edomite.
Yeah, I know. She
was an Edomite. She was a mixed woman.
Okay.
Her father was Ptolemy. She was an Edomite.
Okay.
She Ptolemy had sex with an Egyptian woman and married her. So, the reason why brothers don't write a lot of books, we ain't got nothing to tell on. You look at Esau, he's telling on his own kind. You get what I'm saying? The brothers be like, oh, you read all those books. Well, he's telling on each other, on himself. On every book, he got all his friends in here. And guess what? When the Most High, when YAHAWAH come back, what did he say in Revelation 1 and 6? Coming back to pierce those who did what? Who pierced him. This is the piercing. You're writing all, these are the witnesses. He's got a long trail to get to all those generations. Go ahead.
This is why we're getting all these witnesses too, because it said that Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 26. I said, I will scatter them into corners, and I will make the remembrance of them to cease from among men.
Right.
So that's why it's not widely known.
And that's why our names are Negroes.
That's why we're
and not Israelites.
Deuteronomy 32,
Deuteronomy.
verse 26.
Yeah, same thing, Psalm 83.
So that's why most people don't know. By far. What's coming on now?
Image of the Black. Yeah, read page 120. Yeah, read the highlight, chapter 2. So listen to this. This is what I wanted.
The black image in the white mind, page 120, paragraph 2. The American treats his African victims with the intensest scorn.
Okay, so this is how they treated us when we came here from Africa, right? In slavery. They treated us with the most vicious scorn that we could possibly think of, and we were the victims.
Well, boy, how you feel now?
My name is Solomon North. I'm a free man, a resident of Saratoga, New York, the residence of my wife and children who are equally free, and you have no right whatsoever to detain me.
You're not any free
And I promise you, I promise you upon my liberation I will have satisfaction for this wrong.
Resolve this. Produce your papers. You're no free man. And you ain't from Saratoga. You're from Georgia. You ain't a free man. You're nothing but a Georgia runaway. Are you a slave?
No. All right, come on.
Although he believed that it was a good thing in the main.
Stop right there. He believed what? It was a good thing. Give me Psalms 50. Let's go to the book of Psalms real quick. And I'm going to show you, like he believed it was a good thing what he was doing.
He thought it was all together with him.
I got a precept already waiting for it.
Okay. Hold on, let's bring this out. I'll let you bring that out. Psalms 50 and 16.
You can tell by the way they call the police on us.
Right.
Their face looks real scornful. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
Barbecue Becky, the face was like scorn. You know, you see the face?
Yeah. Just stern.
Yeah, like
she
ain't moving at all.
She ain't, yeah.
Oh, read verse 21. That's what I want.
21.
Start at 20 and read to 20.
50 verse 20.
Yeah, Psalms chapter 50, verse 20, and we're going to read down to 21. You can just go straight.
Psalms.
Oh, no, are you there, sister?
No, not yet.
Okay. Psalms 50, verse 20. All right. Go ahead,
Psalms chapter 50, verse 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother.
Who is thy brother? That's Jacob and Esau. Esau spoke against his brother Jacob. Come on.
Thou slanderest thy own mother's son.
Right. He did this, just like we read in this book that we just read. Go ahead.
These things thou hast done, and I kept silence.
Right.
Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as thyself.
Right. He thought that he was doing good because the Most High allowed him to do it.
Right.
Just like we just read in that book. He thought he was doing good by being wicked and mean to the children of Israel that came from Africa. Come on.
But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
He's going to set them in order before us as the kings. All right? You stop right there.
Bars, I want you to continue.
It sounded like music. He kicked his leg out and put his hands on his head. I was all getting happy. It ain't time yet. It ain't time yet. You got a scripture?
No, I was about to say the precept on that one is.
Speak up, brother.
My bad. I'm about to give it to us though. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12. There is a way that seemeth right unto man, but in the end thereof are the ways of death.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
That's right.
Precept.
That's a good precept.
Repeat that.
That's Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12.
All right. So go back to the image of the black and read where you left off at, and let's see if it sounds in tune with the Bible, because he's talking. You know, the Most High put His Spirit on these enemies to say exactly what the Scriptures say when it comes to who could this person be. He's saying the same exact thing. Go ahead and read that out.
Although he believed that it was a good thing in the main that the national stock was predominantly Anglo-Saxon, Parker apparently thought that this strong, real Anglo-Saxon blood needed to be mixed.
Right. He's saying, listen, our blood is so strong that we can get with other nations and just mix all their blood up. These men who think that their Caucasian blood is stronger than all other people, you know, they wanted to mix their blood with us to bring in what? Confusion. And to pollute the seed of Israel.
I was going to say, you know how you saying that we got all these Edomite books showing us this? Well, Job 5:13 tells you that he taketh the craftiness in their own counsel. So he's saying that they're going to tell you who you are
In their own
and
counsel.
in their own counsel, and they're not going to realize that they're telling you what you need to know. That's going right back to the Bible.
That's right. That's right.
It's a few more precepts in there too.
Yeah. Go ahead. Your verse, huh?
Needed to be mixed with that of other American races, including the Negroes and the Indians.
There it is again.
Just
So
enough.
how come he's talking about just the Negroes and the Indians? He's not talking about the East Indians. He's not talking about the Chinese or Japanese. Why is he just talking about the Negroes and the Indians? See that? Because they're the Israelites. That's why. He has to mix the seed with them. Because he knows if they rule the world, you know, if they keep doing what they're doing and they find out who they are, they're in the rule of the world, and then what's going to happen to the so-called enemy? It's going to get destroyed. So they got to pollute it. They got to bring confusion in. Let's get a scripture on that. Let's get Matthew chapter 13.
So the Indians are like the Mexicans and stuff like that, right?
The indigenous Indians. Now, you got conquistadors mixed with those Indians.
Okay.
You got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? So those who have the spirit of the Most High, possibly, you know, of that stock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like us. If you put us, if we came to America, there's a bunch of Africans, and we was mixed amongst them, could you tell your brother from another brother? You know what I mean? It's the same thing with the Mexicans. You know, that's why it's hard to pick them out. You know, and then the philosophies and the wickedness, the lies that they've been taught, is just as bad on them as it is on us. But we were supposed to wake up first, according to the prophecies. Read that. 13 and 33. Now this is YAHAWAH speaking on the same thing that we just got to talking about. Matthew 13 and 33.
Matthew chapter 13 verse 33. Another parable spake he unto them. The kingdom of heaven is like unto leaven.
Unto leaven, just like the so-called white man said that he was going to put his stock or his blood or his seed in our people. That's leaven. Come on.
Which a woman took and hid in 3 measures of the meal, till the whole was leavened.
Till the whole bunch of people was leavened up. Come on.
All these things spake Jesus unto the multitude in parables, and without a parable spake he not unto them.
Right. He didn't speak all his parables to them. Come on.
That it might be fulfilled which was spoken by the prophet, saying, I will open my mouth in parables. I will utter things which have been kept secret from the foundation of the world.
Right, so this was something that was supposed to happen. So what Esau was doing was prophetic. The Most High wanted him to do this, to bring confusion. It's part of the lie. Come on.
Then Jesus sent the multitude away and went into the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field.
Who are the tares? Those are the ones. Say it again out.
Mixed in with our people.
Right, those are the people who are mixed in with our people. The mulatto people. Some of them have white fathers.
Of the men.
Caucasian fathers. Edomite fathers. Moabite fathers. Ammonite fathers. Japanese, Chinese. Those are the men who are mixed in with our people. Right? Come on.
He answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world.
The field is the world. Come on.
The good seed are the children of the kingdom. But the tares are the children of the wicked one.
But the tares are the children of the wicked one. So the tares are going to be born within these people. Come on.
The enemy that sowed them is the devil.
Is the who?
Is the devil.
Who is the who?
Is the devil.
What is the so-called white man?
Say the devil.
The devil. Come on.
The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels.
The reapers are the angels. They come back and find the true Israelites. Come on.
The reapers are the angels. And therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire. So shall it be in the end of this world.
So this is what's going to happen to all those tares and all the Gentiles. All right, come on.
The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend.
All things that offend. You find out, man, you ain't no Israelite. What? All this time, man? Wonder why you was giving us problems.
Best friend, man.
Yeah.
Best friend, the truth.
Right. Go ahead.
And them which do iniquity, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire.
Right.
There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth.
So that's what's going to happen to the end. That's why they can put all their witnesses in these books, That's good for us. We see who's going to be burned in the fire. And all these seeds. You know what I mean? All these footnotes. Resources. You go in the index, look, you go in the back of these books, and they specifically list all the names of the people that helped them. It'd be like 6, 7, 8 pages full of names.
Just for understanding, like, my father is black, right?
Right.
But I know along the line, we got some white somewhere up in there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Maybe
You
not.
better hope and pray that it ain't.
You better hope.
I know it.
Okay, so I mean, if it's in there, you better pray the generation before that wasn't.
Yeah, man. See, that's the curse of being.
But it's by the Spirit, brother. Don't get lost with that. It's by the Spirit. If you woke up. You woke up, bro.
That's right.
It's the spirit.
It's the Spirit.
My granddaddy, my great granddaddy, they both was black. I don't know what my great
Hey, but it's a beautiful thing that this truth is out. Now people have to second it. Because you got the Gentile people, when they find out that they're not part of the chosen, yeah, well, they be thinking, they be like, well, my daddy was, my great-granddaddy was Indian.
Yeah,
you know, they be thinking.
My great-grandma cheated with him.
Charity, that's what they go to.
Right, so it really goes by the Spirit, though. It's by the Spirit. Okay, so by the Spirit, you wake up to this truth and understand that children of Israel is going to be who they are. And then we got all this proof. You know what I mean? All this proof.
It says, "My sheep hear my voice."
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Give me Job 9:24. Right?
Job 9:24.
Book of Job.
Job chapter 9 verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
So he covers the faces of the judges. That's what Esau's doing.
That's Job.
9:24. Yeah, you need to inbred that or ingrain that. Okay, ingrain that in your brain.
I think everybody, when it comes to truth, that's the easy scripture. Everybody knows. Job 9:24.
Yeah, so this is what the Most High is showing us who the devil is, who the enemy of Israel is. And the devil, that means deceiver. Their job is to deceive. All right. So going back to the Israelites who fled to Egypt, what time is it? Anybody got time?
Oh,
3:30 exactly.
Okay, good. Now we'll be finished in about 30 minutes. Give me the book of Acts, chapter 21, verse 37. So this is our history, and it's important to get this history. This history is going to help us. It's going to help our children. See, the Jews that were in Europe, they didn't tell their children that they were the Jews until they had the age of reason. Met the age of reason. 13, 14 years old. Because if you tell a little kid when they're little, what they going to say when they see somebody? They be like, oh, I'm German. But what are you, little girl? I'm an Israelite. My mom and daddy told me I'm an Israelite.
Straight up.
You know what I mean? They ain't going to sugarcoat that. They just going to tell you. So back then, if you said you was an Israelite, it meant death.
They'll kill you.
It meant death.
They killed half the population on Europe once we got there.
Yeah, they were trying to wipe the name of Israel out of the world. Especially the 12 tribes. They don't even mention the 12 tribes today. They just say Jewish.
Right.
Right? They don't mention 12 tribes. They don't say Israelite. They say Israeli.
That's why they don't say Judah and Benjamin and stuff in the New Testament. They say Jew.
They say Jew, right. Read that out.
Acts chapter 21 verse 37. As Paul was led into the castle, he said unto the chief captain, May I speak unto thee? Who said, Canst thou speak Greek?
Yeah, astonishment. Go ahead.
Art not thou that Egyptian?
Ain't you an Egyptian? A black man? How you speaking Greek? You know? Go ahead.
Which before these days made us an uproar and led us out into the wilderness 4,000 men that were murderers?
Right, so this is the Romans looking at a so-called black man.
Right, this didn't say that the Jews was black.
Yeah, it didn't, you know, he was surprised that he's speaking Greek.
Right, can you speak Greek?
How you speaking Greek, man?
He was black.
He was a black man. So that tells you a lot about Paul right there. We just read in Nature Knows No Color Line that the Egyptians were black.
I was telling earlier, this goes into like why Esau deceiving the world, how they trying to say Egypt is in Europe, but it's clearly in the continent of Africa. We know it's black.
Oh, absolutely.
They go on the tombs, lighting up.
But see, that's that Jedi mind thing that they're doing. You know the truth. This is like a little kid. You're like, that's an apple. No, that's an orange. That's an apple. No, that's an orange. You know, they fight you all day until you win them over. They crying with tears.
Yep.
You know?
Jedi mind trick.
Jedi mind trick.
Hold on to the line.
So many of these remnants also fled into Africa. So we see Paul going there, and we just went over that. Give me Nature Knows No Color line again. Go to page 122. And yeah, read right there.
Page 122 or 123?
120. Is that 123? Read 122.
Page 122, paragraph 4. As was already said, the ancient Jews who left Egypt must have been quite Negroid. After mating with Egyptians and Ethiopians for centuries, they were probably even originally Negroid. Abraham, according to the Bible, came from Ur of the Chaldees. Chaldea was a seat of Sumerian civilization, which was so long considered to be white Aryan, but it was Negroid, says Spearing in the Childhood of Art, the Discovery, he says.
All right, let me stop right there. So right there is telling you that the Egyptians were black and the Israelites were black, right? So now we're going to read this book, because a lot of people think that the Egyptians are Arab, right? So this is called the Arab Invasion of Egypt in the last 30 years of the Roman dominion.
So it looked like the damn Egyptians served every one of the Shemite nations, huh?
Right. So you got with the new introduction by Dr. This is Dr. John Henry Clark. All right, same thing. Then we're going to read. Go to page. And what I'm doing, I'm bringing this out so, like I said, so you can see the difference in what the scriptures make in filtering these books. You know, Esau writes this is all done through history, and for it to be done in history, it's easy to take 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 years and put it into this book to find out what the prophecies are saying. Okay, so go to page 228, the first paragraph. I'm going to show you how powerful Egypt was after the Roman Empire.
Page 228. When Strabo visited it 600 years before this period, although wars and sieges and the changes of the time had overthrown and ruined most of the temples and statues, yet people still pointed out the halls in which Plato had studied. But when the Arabs came, little of the ancient grandeur remained beyond some broken walls and half-buried sphinxes and the solitary obelisk, which stands to this day as a memorial of the vanished world.
So the Arabs, when they conquered Egypt, it was already done. It was already desolate. See, they like to act like they was the true rulers of Egypt. But when they went there, it was already foreclosed. Done. They just bought a foreclosed house, foreclosed kingdom.
Run down.
It was already run down. All the pyramids and everything was covered. You know, this is what we have to understand. This is in the 600s. So, I mean, in the 38...
Try to act like it was theirs.
Yeah, try to act like it was theirs, their mummies, and all that stuff.
Half-buried sphinxes. That's a long time.
And we're going to jump back into Nature Knows No Color line. We're going to go to page 123, the second paragraph. And the brother's going to read where the other author left off with Strabo, which was a very famous scholar during those times. Strabo, many scholars would piggyback and write off of what he said instead of going to see the place. Okay, that they were very lazy authors back in those days. Right. So the brother's going to pick up where we left off at. Go right ahead, huh?
Strabo, 30 BC, says the people of Western Judea were of part Egyptian ancestry. But, he says, although the inhabitants are mixed up, thus the most prevalent and the accredited reports in regard to the temple at Jerusalem represents the ancestors of the present Judeans, as they were called Egyptians. Tacticus, about 90 AD, says many assert that the Jews are the Ethiopian race. For Romans to have taken them for Ethiopians is clear is clear indication of their color, since the Ethiopians were definitely black to the Romans.
So when you read Amos chapter 8, Amos chapter 9, it says, "Art thou as are the Egyptians, as the Ethiopians?" It's Amos chapter 9. We ain't got to get it, but it says that ye are like the Ethiopians to me, meaning that they favor us. All right. If any other people are out there, they favor us more than any other people. Okay. When it comes to a different nation. Okay. So we read that. Let's go back to the scriptures. Oh, you know what? Okay, we'll keep going.
You gonna get this right here too?
No, not yet. We're gonna get there.
I love that though.
We're gonna get there though. So many of you thought that Africa was home of the Muslims, right? You thought by watching the movie called Roots. A lot of brothers see the movie called Roots and think that not only was Kunta Kinte Muslim, but all the brothers that came on the ships were Muslim. All right, the tribe of Shabazz. Where's that? Can't find no tribe of Shabazz. There's no history on the tribe of Shabazz. There's no past or future on the tribe of Shabazz. What's going to happen to them? So when you read the scriptures, it talks about the 12 tribes and what's going to happen to them in the future and what happened to them in the past. So when we read about it, it don't say nothing about Muslims or Islam in any parts of the land, okay, in the book of the Bible. Okay, so Islam is a false religion. Okay?
That's right.
So when we look at the legacy of the Arab Islam in Africa, written by John Azuma, we're going to go to page. We're going to go to page 130. Go to page 44. Page 44.
Yeah. Page 44. It is said, for instance, that Nana Osei Kwame, king of Ashanti, 1777 through 1804, was dethroned because of what the elders saw at his unguarded enthusiasm toward the Muslim tradition, which was viewed as a potential threat to the traditional system.
So Islam was a threat to our people that was in West Africa.
All right.
This was during the time of slavery when we were taken on ships. This was the king of Ashanti. So eventually he was overwhelmed and taken off the throne, and the Muslim religion took over. Okay? So they dethroned him and then took over the people. If you can remove a king out of power, then you control the people. And this is what happened with the Ashanti kingdom. So we're going to drop that. And we're going to go back to Babylon and Timbuktu. And we're going to go to page 130 and go to the third paragraph. Babylon and Timbuktu, page 130, third paragraph. Yeah. Read the title of it too.
Babylon and Timbuktu, page 130, paragraph 2.
And the subtitle too.
You want this right here?
That.
The Jews among the Ashantis. Among the Ashantis of the Gold Coast, Ghana, are found Jews who observe many Hebrew customs. They don't fight on Saturday but rest.
See that? So what was they doing? Why did the Ashanti king abhor the Muslim tradition? Because they went against the Hebrew tradition, the Israelite tradition.
Right.
That's Sabbath. Honor the Sabbath. Their Sabbath is not on Saturday. Their Sabbath is on a Friday. Right? Ours is Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. Theirs is Thursday sundown to Friday sundown. Just opposite.
Ramadan?
Yep. That's their Sabbath. Go ahead.
They celebrate the New Year of the Jews, which occurs in September or early October. They use the word Amen.
This is the word of the Lord of hosts. I took you from the pastures and from following the sheep to be prince over my people Israel. I have been with you wherever you have gone and have destroyed all the enemies in your path. I will make you a great name among the great ones of the earth. I will assign a place for my people in Israel. There I will plant them, and they shall dwell in their own land.